Good morning, for those of you that are on here. Hi. We're going to get started here in a minute. Do me a favor and when you come on, say hi. Let me know who you are. I'm more prepared today than yesterday. I use that term prepared very loosely. We're in the same place. I'm actually going to go out here. I've seen some fish going at some topwater. I don't know what they are, but I'm going to throw a MJB walker of some style around right here real quick. We got an unboxing I want to talk about. Oh, can't wait. The winner from yesterday's contest for the swim bait. We're going to talk about him, but let me get off the ramp here for just a second and we'll get floating out here. Who do we got online? I got help today. Hi, Misty. Good morning, Wendy. Let's get off this ramp, you guys. Power poles. This is the best thing I found about power poles is the ramp. My batteries are getting tired in my button though. Okay, here we go. Again, good morning. We are out here. We got a little bit of a lag, I can see. Just taking a little peek-see at what we got going on the water. I'm gonna turn this off. So a lot of times, like right when you put your boat in the water, just look around. Sometimes the lake will tell you what's going on, what you should do. There is some big fish chasing action going on down here. Something huge just came out of the water about a quarter mile the other side. I don't know what they are. It could be gar, or it could be carp. It was huge. I doubt it was a 27-pound bass. Interestingly enough, the Missouri record, I believe, is 13.5 pounds for a largemouth, which hasn't been broken in quite a while. There's quite a current, you guys. All of a sudden, I'm going straight sideways at the bridge. We're about to go under the bridge. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I want to look around right now. There's a lot of current, so fish are gonna get excited. We're gonna move you guys real quick. Right here. I'm just gonna poke around for just a minute and see what we see. And then we're gonna talk about the winner of the giveaway for this guy. That was painted by Shonka Lure, Steve Miller. Thank you for that, to give to one of the people. It's been great. I can't wait to do that in a few minutes. Here we go. Yeah, they're unleashing water. There's quite a current right now. Oh, I just threw my handle right in the pond. That was fantastic. I don't know what we're gonna get here, folks, if anything. I really like current and top water. fairly deep right here. We're in about 15 to 17 feet of water. That is not the deal right now. I wanted to see a little bit of movement coming up from, you know, suspending fish in the 5 to 7 foot range, come up and just take a peek, and they're not interested. So that ain't the deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this trolling motor. Actually, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it on. We're gonna float around. We're gonna talk about the giveaway. And I can look at live scope from the dash, which is extremely handy. It also helps to have a remote control. While it fires up here. Now, we need to talk about the winter. Oh boy. It's quite a bit nicer than yesterday. Yesterday, I put it in spot lock for a second. Not too long though. It won't struggle, but when you put your spot lock on against current, it will suck your battery. Let me catch up on some of these messages real quick, and then I'll get to the giveaway. Good morning, Brad, David, Efren, Rocky. When you launch from a ramp with no dock, aren't you afraid of scratch? I have a keel protector. And I do have some scratches. I do. But I bought this boat to fish in. It's not a trophy. It's an absolute fishing machine. It's gonna get bumps and bruises. I'll tell you what, if I wanted to have something of value that I wanted pristine, I'd get back into cool cars. Morning, Steve. Okay, real quick, I don't want to mess this up, so I got to go to yesterday's video to announce this winner. It's somebody I don't know. All right, the winner of yesterday's giveaway for the Shonka Lures Giant Swim Bait is Larry Buster 4850. All right, in order for you to win, Larry, you need to go to my email at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com. Send me your address and your real name, and I'll get that out to you. Thank you very much for your guess. And you guys know we'll continue to do this. It's fishing season now. It's time to get back out on the water. So, at any rate, what else do we got? I want to do this. I want to do this unboxing real quick because one of you sent this to me, and I appreciate it hugely. I'm always taken back when I get something from anybody. So the person that sent me this is a friend, a good friend, and I appreciate them greatly, and I can't wait to open it. I don't know what's in it yet. The water temperature is 49.5 degrees. I've been fishing the last couple weeks on my weekend. I've caught all kinds of stuff. I'll put a video out about that soon. But just kind of a collage of what happened in the last 2 weeks. Nothing real exciting. I looked for bass here and there. I kind of got into some. I found a little pattern the other day. You'll see that in the video coming out. But I've been trying to really hone my skills with the live scope. And I've been chasing crappie around and just trying to chase. Use this thing to move around and not be stationary. Because I do like to move fast when I fish. So I'm getting used to using this thing, and they also work in shallow water. Don't be fooled by that. So you can learn a lot from the live scope in shallow water. Whether you use it to target fish or not, you can use it to understand what's going on under the water. That's very important. These are visual aids we didn't have. We trusted these graphs forever, and you know, they tell a fairly accurate story, but this is the real deal. Hate it or love it, it's not illegal in a tournament until they make it illegal. It's perfect. It's a tool at your discretion, just like any other tool that they allow you to use. You know, you guys know me. I fish topwater about 75% of the time I'm on the water, so this thing, I don't really use it. So for people to say I'm a live scoper is absolutely ludicrous. But if you don't have one, you're cheating yourself in a tournament. Or if you're a guy that wants to eat food. If you love eating fish, buy one. If you're Sunday Joe Smith, I go once every month or every couple months fishing guy, it might not be worth it. If you're new to fishing, maybe learn how to use fish without it and then go to it, so you have an understanding of both. Because once you get this, your head's going to be down and your neck's going to hurt for the rest of your life. There you go. So let's open this box. And by the way, the person that sent it to me put my logo. I love it. It's the little things. All right, hold on. Before I open this, I want to see if any... Oh boy, we got a ton of stuff. Oh, the actual weight was 1 pound, 3 ounces. Thank you, Efren. A lot of good guesses right around it, but that gentleman was right on the money. I think when the feed died yesterday, it wasn't that long. To answer Stephen Smith's question from the other day about how long I noticed, it wasn't very long. I'll figure it out when I look at the cameras, but I bet you it was probably 15 minutes. And then at that point, it was so windy that I just kind of let it go, and I figured everybody would understand, and we'd get back to why we were there yesterday. I meant to do it last night, but honestly, you guys, I was tired. I laid down fairly early, and that was the end of it. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I just stayed in bed. So my body was telling me it needed a rest. So anyway, let's open up this stuff and see what we get. Oh, ooh, I don't know where to start. We got a mess of Guggen. We got baby blue, the standard size bandito bug. If you guys weren't paying attention, Scott Martin absolutely killed it with these a couple weeks ago. The trench hog, the baby trench hog in black and blue. The full-size Kraken craw in black and blue. The Bama bug, bandito bug, 3.3 inch. The Bama bug, another one of those. These all are great colors for this neck of the woods, by the way. The bandito bug in natural at 3.3 inches. Perfect. We also have the summer craw bandito bug. Another great color. I'll tell you what. And a small blue baby bandito bug. Thank you. Those will work great here. We're just getting started, folks. We got some swim baits here. They're both the same. We got the Slaunch Sauce Sprayed Lettuce. 3.3 inch swim baits. 2 of them. The Booyah Colorado bladed spinnerbait with that orange head. I believe it's a 1/2 ounce. Yeah, 1/2 ounce. I like to throw 1/2 ounce and bigger jigs, you guys. No, pretty much consistently. I very seldomly throw a 3/8. For me, I like that weight, casting and being able to retrieve it through things. That's just where I'm at with that. A Spro Essential Series square bill. Gorgeous. This chatterbait fire craw. Beautiful. We also got a fire craw in this cross eyes chatterbait. A Strike King double bladed willow blade chartreuse spinnerbait in 1/2 ounce. I love it. Sort of a perch pattern, actually. It's got an orange belly. Big fan. Strike King Shadowlicious 4.5 inch blue gizzard swim baits. You can affix them in several ways, whether it be a swim bait head or a weighted hook. There's many options. What else we got? A Berkeley Slobber Knocker. What are they calling this color? BL Special. What else? We got a Hack Attack, a white swim jig. This is my favorite way to use a jig, by the way, is swim jigs. So this is perfect. Got a Guggen Squad, little juicy finesse jig in 3/8 black and blue. I love that. Got a Thunder Cricket in 1/2 ounce in white by Strike King. KVD Strike King Sexy Shad jerkbait. Little juicy jig in green pumpkin. Gorgeous. Oh, I don't have any of these. This is a Berkeley Dredger, 20, I believe, yeah, 25.5. I can't wait to try this. I've heard good things. I've just never used one. And that color, by the way, is Shunna Shad. Shunna Shad. And we got an Extra Deep XD by Strike King in Citrus Shad. It's always a great color, you guys. We got a Rapala, a Slim 6 with the circuit board lip. It's a floating lure in silver. We got some giant Rage Swimmers by Rage Tail, a 4.75 inch. And finally, we got another Hack Attack jig by Strike King. I don't know what color this is, you guys. It doesn't say. It's got a code HAHCJ12-131. There you go. Thank you to the gentleman that sent me this. I appreciate it. Wow. I'm good for the year on plastics and stuff. Now, I got another video we're gonna make about, hold on, there's a lot to put away. I want to get this put away proper because stuff will fly out of this boat. 1 second. All right. Okay, we've released the spot lock. I'm going to get back to the messages here and see where we're at. It is so nice out here. Like, I could just sit here. I don't even need to throw a lure around. But that's not going to happen. We got to fish. So I'll tell you what, something I am looking forward to. I got approached yesterday by the head of the Forsyth High School Fishing Club. And apparently I've been asked to do a little speaking deal and talk about fishing here at Bull Shoals. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we're going to do that in April. That'll be fun. I got to show you guys something. Okay. So it's no secret that my lures are made for the most part by Steve Miller at Shonka Lures. I think about a color idea, I call him, I tell him installer's choice, and we come up with some amazing things that work incredibly well. So some things that we came up with over the winter that I want to share with you. One of them I don't have yet. One will be here soon, and I will show it to you. But we came up with a trout series of topwater baits for those lakes that have trout eaters in them. And I'm telling you right now, guys, they're gorgeous. Look at that. That's a full-size walking bait. And I'm telling you what, obviously that's the rainbow. But we didn't stop there. We went with sort of a brown trout / Apache trout look. And mostly it was to brighten up the brown trout. Just because I wanted a brighter belly. But here we go. There you go. I'll tell you what, having a relationship with somebody who makes lures for you, it doesn't, at mom and pop level, you do have some creative control. So, a lot of people, they go home from the store and they're like, dang, they never have the color in this that I want. Well, I don't have an issue with that. I call Steve, he makes the color. We talk about it. 99% of the time, it's dead on exactly what I think or my vision was. So, that's one good thing about, dealing with direct instead of going into the store and buying stuff. And of course, you guys know what this is. This started it all. I can't say enough good things about this. I just saw some literature pop up. What are we saying? And we also did the rainbow and the brown trout and the smaller junior size MJB Walker. So right at this point, Shonka Lures is putting together their own webpage. I believe there's going to be a section with like a MJB color palette of things that I came up with and with Steve and I. But so look forward to that when it comes. I'm sure they'll launch that at some point. But, of course, you guys know this, too, the black and blue. Now doing it in the big size. We got the ghosts. Sort of I call it a crappie. Steve calls it something else. But I'm going crappie more with this guy. But we got that, and of course, I've had Steve paint me up more of just the straight chartreuse, you guys. If it's a nice topwater day and the water's brown, bright as you can get. What else in here I can show you real quick? Oh, Steve also painted me up this square bill in a rainbow trout. Also, I got some jigs from him that we talked about, some color combinations I want to work on. These aren't for Bull Shoals, by the way. These are for somewhere else. But at any rate, those colors, they're not released yet. These are, if you want them, you know who to call. Steve or Misty Miller at Shonka Lures. Enough on that. I don't see, why is, I bumped my power. All my graphs shut off. Sun's trying to peek through. There's some inclement weather trying to develop in this part of the country right now, and it's just not happening. Fingers crossed we don't have a whole crazy bunch, but we need water. We didn't get any snow this year of measurable value. So the more snow we get, the better. Or the more rain, excuse me, or precipitation. I'd prefer we don't get it all in one day, but beggars can't be choosers. We're in about 14 and a half feet of water. I'm just kind of scanning around with the live scope here at the helm. I'm right in the middle of basically the creek channel. The dam is behind me about 1.5 miles-ish. I've caught a couple fish at the dam here. I just don't do well there. I'm seeing some surfacing fish over along this mud bank line. There again, I don't fish this end of things all that often where I'm at. I usually use this ramp to get to other places on this end of things. I knew I could have some cell service here, so I kind of wanted to stay right around here the last couple days and talk to you guys about some of this. But there is some good looking material on this bank. It's 49-degree water now. So this is definitely being dumped in. Right now, they're pouring water in from Taneycomo, which is coming in colder than 49. And like I said, it's just back that way, just a couple minutes. Maybe I'll drive you guys up there in a few minutes. We'll see. Like I said, I'm just kind of poking around, looking at things with the live scope. Big fish just jumped right in front of me. I don't know what it was. Let's see. We got this big tree right here in the middle of the channel that has decided to park itself. Can't tell if there's life in it or not. There's a heavy current. Whatever is in that tree is gonna have some size to it, or really want to park on that tree. We're going 1.1 miles an hour with no help, no wind. So yeah, they're definitely, and like I said, it might be more like 2 miles from the dam now. What color do you guys like on your live scope? Here, let's do this. Why don't we just hold on? We got this lure. Ow. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at. We're in side scan, going out about 55 feet. We're in 12 feet of water-ish. My live scope here, I don't even know. I screwed up my settings the other day, and there we go. There's some action right in the middle of the channel. But right now I got it at 20 feet deep. It's looking out 55 feet or 60 feet, and it's 69% gain, and it's in this green color. I don't know. Oh, it's a ton less windy. I haven't fished yet, Steven, really. I've been I unboxed and unboxing from a very, very nice subscriber. And I also gave away the lure yesterday. It was 1.1 pound, 3 ounces, And it was a guy named Larry Buster. I don't know Larry. But if you're watching, I'm going to say it one more time. Email me at mjbfishingllc@gmail.com, your address and your name, and I'll send that swim bait out to you, courtesy of Shanka Lures. Thank you very much. They're not crappies. I'm not seeing. Crappies are. You can kind of tell crappies real easily. At least I can on the live scope when they're swimming around together. You can. I have figured out. Now, if I could figure out how to catch groups of giant bass like that, we'd be in business. So, yeah, that's where I'm at on that. Hey, I grabbed this hat this morning to the boys at the QF16 program in Tucson at Davis Mothin. Good morning. Hi, Jim. I don't use bottom fill. I've tried the bottom fill on the screen and I just don't like it. When I'm cruising around, if the lake's undulating, I'll leave it in auto until I see what I like, and then I will dial it into whatever depth I need to be at. But what I try to do is get the bottom as far down on the screen as I can. Okay, and then my distance from where my lure lands in the water and starts that arc of a fall, I want to see the entire thing, however far out that is. I do have the LVS 32. Now, the 34, you can see further and more clear, and then they even got a new one now, you guys, that people are going to start buying. It's $2,000 something, but it's the saltwater one, and all the guys on tour are using it now. It sees even further and clearer. So they're adapting the saltwater game, but something that you'll find when you go to do that is the saltwater stuff's very expensive. So get ready. I'm going to go to Amber, Steven, and take a peek. See, I move it around all the time. Let's see. Let's go to Amber. Oh, yeah, Amber's nice. I think Amber's what I got going on the side scan, actually. Oh, yeah. And also, you guys, the color on your graphs can also hinge on light. The conditions of your day. Is it cloudy? Is it bluebird skies? Is it overcast? For me, overcast days are sometimes tougher for screens, in my opinion. Especially when you're looking down on it from 6 feet up on your boat. Color becomes a real big deal on the graph up front. That's where I'm spending most of my time when I'm fishing. So. Yeah, I mean, ultimately what I want to do is get, an LVS 34 and put it up front and put the LVS 32 on the back and hook it to the 9-inch, one of these up here. Probably the one that is on the GT54 transducer off the back. I use that primarily for side imaging. What I'd really love to do though, and I just can't because I'm cheap, is I wish the Humminbird 9-inch graphs were not so expensive. I would love to do a helix for my side imaging and some mapping. But as far as the live scope stuff goes, the Garmin is where it's at. I think, you know, for bang for your buck, you can't beat it. You got some fish suspending out here, straight out here in about 10 feet of water. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to throw a jerkbait around for a minute, you guys, and see if we can't find something. Okay, hold on. I need to read this message. My thoughts are with you, Jim and Becky. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to throw a jerkbait around for a few minutes and just see if we can't locate something exciting. Oh man, we got a giant mess. They're not real interested, man. I gotta stretch this line out. Hold on. whatever these are, they're not very aggressive. So I want to see if I can make one move. Dropping one on his head. They're not interested. Wow. That was a big explosion, whatever that was, straight over there, but usually when they're that big, it's a carp out here. Well, this sucks, you guys. We're gonna go over where we went yesterday, and I don't care what I catch. I just want to catch a fish. I got some new line I want to stretch out and see if it's any good. I don't usually like light line, you guys. I usually use bigger than 8 pound on everything. And anyway, Larry Buster, there's your lure. Email me. We gotta put it away for safekeeping. Okay. All right, guys. We're going to drive just on the other side of the bridges, and we're going to go look for some fish. We'll go together. We'll take it easy. How's that? I thinking tying this up around the backside. Amateur day for me, apparently. My first time making a video. Okay, here we go, you guys. Okay, we definitely have bait fish right here. Right there. Let's see what we can get into. Wow, did I zoom in? Huh. Okay. Okay, so this is just a baby. If I can get it all untangled. Wow. We're doing great. The fish like it when it's tangled up like this. Okay. That's all we're doing. It's a baby 6 cent swim bait. I think it's a divine, I don't know what the color is. With a little 16th or 8th ounce jig head. Let's try and find something. Okay, we're in 11 feet, but I'm gonna drag this live scope down. Like I said, I want to see more of the floor. When you get in shallow and you see a lot of green across your screen, you can't even see me. Hold on, this is ridiculous. Sorry. When you see the green gets kind of fat on the bottom of your screen, pay attention. When your lure dances across that, you'll see fish come in and out of that. That's real. Those fish are hiding down there. Your screen is just in a state of, I don't know. The transmission's not perfect. You got a little bit of feedback. Pay attention to that though. There's fish that will come out of that. A lot of honking just now. I don't know why. We got a little bit. I don't expect to see a whole lot. Something just jumped right in front of me. I don't expect to see a whole lot of action until we get closer to the bridges, but I'm gonna look anyway. Crystal clear. We're gonna have to fool them today. little follower. He got spooked at the end, just like most of them. As soon as they see the trolling motor, it's over. Yeah, like I said, I'm using 6-pound line today. I never go that light, but I was having such a hell of a time. Oh my God, you guys, the fish are going crazy out in the main channel. I don't know what they are. I got to pay attention. I don't know what this is. Maybe we need to go over there. We're going out here for a minute. I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden we got all kinds of activity, and a massive school, I think, of bait fish have moved in, which weren't here just minutes ago. There's some sort of feeding frenzy taking place, and like I said, I don't know what kind of fish they are, but we're gonna go look. Hey, a little disclaimer, if it gets windy, turn your volume down. That does suck, I know. The fish are going nuts out here. I don't know what just happened. I gotta figure out how to catch one though. Let's get out here to where they're at. I want you guys to see these fish too. Like you'll see this. Just watch the screen. You'll see these bites eventually. Better move these scissors before I step on them. That's bottom feeders right here. Go on amber like Stephen Smith said. Okay, we're on amber. Let's check out amber on this nice one. Okay, there we are. That was pretty quick. I honed in on that color real quick. I just might have to put on something a little flashier. This is not super flashy. I don't know. Let's see what that is. Not seeing a whole lot. We're going to check this out. See that? That was huge. There's another one. I don't know what they're chasing something. It's not obvious. I don't know what that was. I'm not going to chase the shad around all day, but it does make it tough when you're looking at like one fish at a time on the screen. Big marks right here. You hear that? God, it's a big, huge carp. And if that's the case, they're probably not going to eat when I'm trying to throw them. Even though it looks like what they're eating. not interested in this. Well, this is a big bunch of nonsense. Here. I'm tired. I can't see. None of them are chasing any of this middle stuff, so they don't get much bigger than this. That one was a little lofty. Oh, I thought we were hung up. Whenever these fish aren't chilling out here, they're extremely lackadaisical. It's kind of crazy that clear water going straight ahead, and it's windish on each side. That's neat. All right, guys, we're going to go under this bridge. I'm going to park for a minute, and we're going to talk about what just didn't happen. It's bad. Hopefully, I guess something of redemption between here and over there. Canada's that way, fellas. Stop your honking. Can't you tell it's winter time or summertime? My bad. My bad, folks. It's 80 degrees in Branson. For those of you not in Branson, to put this into perspective, you guys, when I moved here, the water right here was about 8 feet below the second bridge, the highest bridge. Crazy. We had a school of chasers. They fouled my bait. Try again. We're still online. That's great. Got all kinds of air bubbles coming up. These are not fish. These are not fish. Yeah, it feels very stuck. Oh, let's go see what kind of graffiti they have under here. Well, evidently up in this little cavern here, it says, "What up, shitty? Tiny Wiener Club." Up here. just want my bait back. I don't care about your clothes. I got it back. This is great news. Should we fish right here for a second? Probably a little bit. Seeing a whole lot of action right. Let's go on this cliff band here and see what we see. Just not seeing the schooling action that I saw yesterday. Not at all. There we are. There's some. I'm scanning this whole inlet here. Eventually I have a feeling we're going put it right in his mouth, and he just said, "Nah, I'm not interested." Not always does the Lasco catch the fish. Not often enough. Got a guy asking if they're biting. There's a mess of them back here, you guys. What in the hell? It must be time for a sandwich. I just made a giant mess. Okay. There was some fish right here. Okay, they're chasing it. Okay. Let's see if we can't nab one here on this wall. These fish are suspended in 2 to 6 feet of water. They're just staring at it. Come on, right here. You got some pliers. Dang. I'm gonna throw a little tiny jig combination I got going on here. It's a micro jig with a Sakoshi bug in a purple flavor. I don't know if it's a fall rate thing or if it's a species thing, and they're not gonna bite this no matter what. They don't like that. Let's throw the jerkbait at them and see if they react to that. Got one chasing. It's underneath it. Not interested. gets one, you guys. Just give me a second. I gotta find what they want to eat. I don't think it's this, but I'm gonna throw it for a second. They are sitting right on top. Basically a jig head setup with a real small swim bait shaky head worm. Using this in Bull Shoals to get down on these fish that were like 60 feet deep. Oh no, I'm gonna end up with every rod in my boat on the deck here in a minute. Let's be more disciplined than that. Ah, there's still 4 people on here. That's great news. I got a few more minutes left in me. How about just a black and blue jig with a swim bait on it? That guy. I like that picture. I do like the amber. On an overcast day, I think amber's the move for me. We are hung like Connie Chung right now. Oh my God. Okay, so what's the move here? I'm right up against this rocky shore bank. I'm not gonna go spend a lot of time. I'm gonna position myself. I'm gonna break this branch off and escape. And I did not harm the motor. No motors were harmed in that saving of the lure. Okay, so we got our swim jig on. We're gonna continue to swim jig for a minute. This is where all the fish are. We just had a bite. Yeah, we found the fish. We're gonna get one here, I have a feeling. Oh, they're in here, you guys. We're on them now. Okay. Maybe. Don't make a liar out of me. I'm not leaving again until I catch a bass. Wow, there's a lot of activity. I'm gonna go ahead and park the boat right here on the power poles are down. Now we can shop. Okay, we're on something, you guys. I don't know what they are, but I think I'm gonna slow it down even more if I can. Not, I need to put something on, I think, that has a bit of a spinner. As much as I don't want to throw a tiny spinner bait, I might, to solicit these bites, but I got a giant mess first to deal with. This is what happens when you just throw your stuff on the deck and don't mind it, put it away. And then you deal with this. This is an utter waste of time. Like in a tournament, I would be really unhappy. In a tournament, you guys, I would just break this off real quick and retie. and you save yourself a lot of grief, even though, Jesus Priest, I don't even know how this happens, things like this. I'm about to start breaking line. I really don't know how I got into this mess. Let's talk about it. Well, what's the smart thing here? I think I'm just going to break stuff and retie. That's way too tight for 6-pound line. That drag right there, boy, I'll tell you what. Okay. This little guy is what I'm going to throw. I just want to see if they'll react to this. They're sitting back in here. Well, they were chasing him. I don't know. This is too quick here? Are we going too fast, fellas? Okay. There's them damn geese again. I think we're going to put on a little spinnerbait. Where's my baby ones? Right here. Tiny. Oh, shit. My bad. I just made a giant mess. It is beautiful out. I know this is exciting. You know, people like to complain that like watching forward-facing sonar on TV is boring. Those people clearly don't watch golf. And I like both. I golf my whole life. Okay. Come here, you little spinner bait. So like I said, I only got 6-pound line on this guy. Drag set pretty loose. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I'm beating on the building over there hard. That's one thing I also bad about. I gotta get used to tying a more confident knot with 6-pound line. I don't use it enough, so I gotta get more proficient. That's a little reality. Feel the air changing. I feel cold air in this breeze, which is mixing with this hot air. It's going to create some weather. Okay, there we go. That's good. Let's cast this little spinner bait around, see what we can grab. Oh, I almost fell in the damn lake. Oh, they took my skirt. That's cool. They pulled my skirt off. Sure they are, they're tight. Oh, I'm just talking to myself. Dang. Nothing. Well, that pretty much sucks. So I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna go try and find some fish. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, Larry, the one prize, email me. If I catch anything else, I'll come back. You guys take it easy.